Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg, and I'm here to talk about the next. It's been a while. Well, not really a while, because I just did Prowler at the End of the World, but that's really part of Dangerous Visions, and it's out of order. It's not in publication order. So getting back to publication order, it's been a while since I did a short story by Harlan Ellison. And this one is going to be a science fiction story. Even though he published a lot of non-science fiction work in the late 1950s, this one's a story that appeared in Science Fiction Adventures in the December 1956 issue. And this is number 35 on my bibliography of Harlan Ellison's work. Again, may or may not be correct, but it's close. The story is titled Hadj. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Hadj. How can you get it wrong? It's a short story, a very short story. And I've mentioned I want to talk about science fiction covers. This one has nothing to do with Hadj. Okay, it does not illustrate Hadj, but I think it's one of the better Ed M. Schwoller covers, even though it's pretty pulpy. I think it's a really cool illustration. The drawing is really good. He draws figures better than most of the other illustrators from that period of time. And his compositions are very unorthodox, which makes them awesome. Makes them very interesting. It makes them very active. It makes them very powerful. You know, like I say, his drawing is really good. His figures are drawn well. His rendering is good. His color is really cool. It's an excellent illustration. It really is. I would be very happy to paint and publish an illustration that good. The Harlan Ellison story does not get an illustration in the issue, even though most of the other stories have illustrations, but Hadj does not. All the other stories have illustrations, but Hadj doesn't get one. Nope. And they call it a bonus short story for some reason. Kind of weird. Simple. It's a very short story and kind of a simple story, though definitely a very traditional science fiction story for the 1950s. Anybody that's been following this channel knows what I mean by that. That kind of Twilight Zone To Serve Man style story. To Serve Man is a very short story by Damon Knight that is a great classic. It was made into a Twilight Zone episode. It has that kind of plot. And this story, you could almost consider it to be the same story, but with a different hook, a different twist. And in it, you have some people that call themselves the masters of the universe. And they contact Earth. And they want Earth to send them a representative. And they actually leave plans behind on Earth of how to build a spaceship that will tunnel through an exospace in order to get to their planet really quickly, so that they can build starfaring spaceships and send a representative to their planet. And they're all thinking, this is great, this is important. We're, the masters of the universe are actually recognizing Earth, and we're still in the atomic age. So they need to decide, they start building the ship, and they need to decide who they're going to send. And well, they get all the big computers of the planet to start going through people and trying to decide who has the best credentials for going and representing all of Earth to the masters of the universe, and pick a person. And the computers do. They come up with somebody. He's a retired statesman is how he's described. His name is Wilson Herber. He's the guy that's selected. The title Hadj, by the way, is a word that in the Middle East I think it's an old word in the story. It's said that it's not really used anymore, but it's a word in the Middle East that was used to mean a pilgrimage to Mecca. Okay, so that's how the Earth people view this event: is they're making a pilgrimage to Mecca. They're making they're sending a representative to the seat of the universe to represent Earth. The ending has a twist, just like to serve, not the same twist as to serve man. He doesn't get eaten, but it has a twist ending, and the twist ending is funny. And I thought this is not a great story, but it was a fun story. It was a fun story. It was enjoyable. I really, really liked it. And it's not a typical Harlan Ellison story. So if you're really into Harlan Ellison, you really love I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, and you want more like that, this story isn't going to give you that. But if you love 1950s short stories, the kind of things that were published a lot in Galaxy, in the magazine of fantasy and science fiction, if you love that kind of story, this fits right in with that, and is a very excellent story with an excellent idea. I thought it was good. So that's Hadj. That was number 35 in Harlan Ellison's bibliography in my website. Number 36 will be Psycho at Midpoint, another science fiction. And I hope if you've read Hadj by any chance, leave your comments in the comments section. Otherwise, I hope you'll come back, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, come back for Psycho at Midpoint and all the other Harlan Ellison and all the other videos that we do here on Telltale Books. We do lots of them. So I hope you'll be seeing me in more.